The world has gone mad. It's almost joined our life and how mad it is. So we thought that we would just post a little update on how we are coping with COVID, and what we're doing to help prevent Ben from contracting this disease or this virus. This week and a half to 2 weeks have been insanely stressful in our household. We have had massive discussions and constant discussions, and I've said to many people I feel like I have too much information, not enough information all at the same time to make the decisions that I need to. So it's been really hard, but we've come to a decision now and we feel really comfortable in that, and it's been really freeing to be able to have made that decision, I guess.
That's it. We've made the leap in order to free ourselves and to be able to make better decisions. And that's been the thing. Like, it's been... I just wanted to jump 6 months into the future to be able to see what the hell I should be doing. I want hindsight for all of this, as I'm sure many of you are in the same boat. It's just a crazy position that all of us are in, the whole world is in. So anyway, to let you know what we have done is, the biggest thing that we've done is that I've stopped working. So I'm a nurse. I work in a day procedure unit that, depending on how bad the virus goes, has different plans for that area. And with that, I see up to 40 patients per day and people coming in from the community. And as a nurse, I'm sure many of you people out there are nurses or healthcare professionals. Oh, yeah.
And you can't distance yourself from your patients.
As somebody who's been on the receiving end of nursing for a long time, it is very hard to get away without the distancing. I mean, nurses really have to know their people. They have to know what they're doing.
Yeah, and like, I mean, even just like taking your blood pressure, taking a pulse, we're constantly touching people, and being close and in their environment and within the, what is it, recommended 2 meters or whatever it is. I don't know, every country has a different recommended distance. So with all of that in mind, and our main goal, which we sat down a week ago and discussed, is that in 6 months' time, we want Ben to be alive.
And I mean...
basically.
Yeah, and as a basic thing, that is what it is. But I mean, to explain what that means a little bit more, as a C5 quadriplegic, I've got very impaired lung function. I've worked very hard on what I've got, but my chance of developing a very severe infection as a result of this is really increased.
Yeah.
And it's very scary. I mean, for me, it's been a really big wake-up call where suddenly, you know, I've developed my life and I've gotten to the point where I have a very social life. I do a lot of different speaking gigs. I go out and see a lot of people. I'm often helping a lot of people. To suddenly having to go back to the situation where it's me being protected has been very jarring.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's for my best health. It just doesn't make it easy.
No. So our biggest issue is like, how would Ben be most likely to contract this virus? And that is through me. As a nurse, I would be contracting it. I would more than likely be fine because I don't have any massive comorbidities in any way, but Ben does. And that was our reasoning for me leaving work. And work have been amazing. They're so lovely and so understanding.
They've been so understanding, and they've really wrapped their arms around you.
Yeah, they've really encouraged me to do it more than I have. So I feel like I've been really heart-wrenched because I have FOMO, fear of missing out. Like, I just want to be there with my colleagues and be there to work and to help people, because as a nurse, that's what you do. Like, that's your main aim.
Well, no, it's more than that. I mean, your personality is that you dive in and do what needs to be done.
Yeah.
And this situation is...
Yeah, so for me, I found that really hard to be able to step back and go, actually, Ben's life is more important than my FOMO.
Which was jarring for me.
Yeah.
No, not really.
But yeah, it is. So it's been really difficult. It's been a big decision. It's been lots of conversations, lots of talking to many different people. Like I said earlier, having too much information and not enough information all at the same time, and that's been really, really hard. So anyway, long story short, we're self-isolating. We're keeping to ourselves for however long this may take, and which has included stopping Ben's care coming in, and that's huge.
Yeah.
So Ben gets morning and evening care. That'll be another video completely, and we'll go into a lot of information about all of that. And I am already Ben's carer now. So I will be doing Ben's care and doing Logan's schoolwork as well. So Logan has finished school. And I am now homeschooling him and being Ben's carer and everything. So Ben's also homeschooling Logan too, which is great.
So I mean,
we're sharing that, and yeah.
I mean, I've got my own challenges with that as well. You know, running 30-foot drop from my house.
Yeah.
Has its own challenges. You know, I've got employees that I need to make sure they stay safe. And make sure they stay well, but also to make sure that we keep providing this sort of thing to you guys, a little slice of something different.
Yeah, little snippets of our life.
Yeah,
and we'll continue to do this. My aim is to hopefully daily, if not a couple of daily, we'll see how we go, put these videos up, and so you can see what we are doing and how we are coping. At 10 o'clock this morning after day 1 of isolation, I was like, I'm ready to go back to work for a rest now. Like, I mean, life isn't easy for any of us, and many people are in the same situations and in the same boat. So I'd love to hear from you guys how you're all dealing with the situation and like what you're doing in your lives as well. Would be awesome. Give us some encouragement too.
I mean, one of the, like, if we can give an example as well, you know, of some of the hiccups. I mean, something I've noticed is that because our lives are so busy, because we're constantly on the move, we haven't spent this much time together without outside influence
for a long time.
So, you know, suddenly we're having to relearn, readjust to make the most of that, because I mean, it was you pointed out to me yesterday that we're never going to get this opportunity again.
No, and I'm actually, in a weird way, kind of excited about this enforced time at home and what we can do and how we can make it, like, really turn it into a positive situation. So we sat down last night and went through our goals for the next however long, like the isolation period, and yeah, what we want to do and what we want to teach our cool kid and all of that sort of stuff. So yeah, we'll, as much as we can, take you guys along on our journey and yeah, see where it leads. But we are going to have fun. We're in an amazing place to be isolated as well. Like, this is why we live where we do. So we can still go to the beach. Like, Logan and I went down the beach swimming this afternoon and there was nobody else on the beach. So yeah, like, we are just taking this opportunity to spend time as a family and really enjoy our time as a family together. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. But fun. And like my mum said, well, Lauren, you don't want the virus to kill him, but you don't want to kill him either.
You stole my joke.
Aww.
I was going to say, what's deadlier, Corona or my wife?
Such love. It's going to be a long isolation period out there.
You'll love me.
Baby.